You gotta look here.
Oh, here.
Here.
All right.
Here. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So today I have my good friend. What's your name? Well, this is my very good friend Rochelle, and today's video is gonna be about her and her move to Chicago and all of that.
Okay, where you want to start?
Where you from?
I'm from Milwaukee.
Okay, Milwaukee. And how far is Milwaukee from Chicago?
About 80 miles, hour and a half, hour 45.
Okay, so this video is really for people who want to like leave Milwaukee.
You should. You should.
How long have you been living in Chicago?
Since 2016.
Okay, so that's like what? 7 years this year? So like seven.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Look at us not knowing math.
Yeah, so like 7 years this year. Hey, what do you think about it? Like,
oh, I love it. I will never move back. But I knew that when I left, I wasn't going back. So.
So, what made you decide to come to Chicago and not any other city?
It was still close to Milwaukee. And it was, you know, close enough for me to get there, see my sister, my nephew quickly. And I don't know, it was like the first step to a big city, because I also wanted to like live in New York. But like New York is just, you know, New York.
Yeah.
So Chicago is a good first step.
Okay. So what do you enjoy most about Chicago, and what do you enjoy the least about Chicago?
I love Chicago summers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say that all the time. I say like the summers are just what we live for.
There's always something to do. And like I feel like you can do something new every summer and it's be fun. You can do the same thing every summer and it's fucking fun.
And it'll still be fun, but it'll still feel different.
Yeah. You know, this city also makes you grow up. So I feel like each summer you spend here is always a different one. Because, you know,
Okay.
you've grown.
So I guess like, do you think it's worth it? Like, do you think it's worth going through like the snow, like the systematic oppression that goes on here, the like housing crisis that there is in some places? Like, do you think that's all worth it for a good summer in Chicago?
Nothing is ever worth it.
Like, do you think that's worth it?
Nothing is ever worth, no. I don't think that it's worth it, but I think to make the best of it.
Like, you look forward to the summers.
Yeah. Because the worst part about living in Chicago is the winters.
Yeah.
If I can escape these winters.
So, what's your favorite neighborhood?
You know, I really enjoyed Garfield Park.
Why? And I think Garfield Park is more west, right?
West of the West Loop. Close to, what is that? What's over there that's west? Oak Park. Oak Park. Yeah. I was about to say Oak Lawn.
Close to West Loop.
Yeah.
Close to Oak Park. Wait, so why do you want to be close to Oak Park?
Oh, I don't want to be close to Oak Park, but I'm just saying, like,
it's like
for geographical purposes.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
But I like it because it is black. It's very black. I love being around black people.
Garfield Park is black.
Yeah. The west part of it.
Wow. I guess I never thought about that. Because I'm not a West Side girl. I'm a South Side girl. I love the South Side.
I love being over there. And, you know, where I live, too, is about like a 15-minute walk to the conservatory. So.
I've never been to the Garfield Conservatory.
Oh, my God. You should really go. They're fern room.
No, I've never been.
Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Okay, so Garfield Park is your neighborhood. What about, where do you like to go to have fun?
The West Loop.
Really? So like what bars and clubs?
Well, you know, you can't ever go wrong with Blind Barber. Well, you don't like Blind Barber? I've been to Blind Barber so many times. Oh my goodness. I met Samino there one time. That was such a funny interaction. The Hoxton is a nice hotel to like get a drink at.
Why won't you go to the Hoxton?
Oh, because I used to work at a restaurant that was in there, and you know, Punch Bowl Socials over there, and you got, what is it, Recess? So like some nice places, you know, to get a nice drink.
But I feel like those places are only fun in the summer.
Really.
Recess especially, because it's like an outside type of thing.
Well, I went to Punch Bowl Social not too long ago, and it's nice. I mean, you know, they got, you know, darts, little bowling.
You invite me?
Well, I was on a date.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, when?
I totally forgot. How did we meet each other?
Oh my.
I totally forgot to say how we met each other. So, I'll say how we met, and then you can say how we met. I think it's the same. It's the same story, but you can chime in where you want to.
Oh yeah. Right.
So, we both used to work for this Black-owned beauty brand that's based here in Chicago, and yeah, that's about it. That's the story. We were co-workers, but we weren't co-workers that long. I say like
less than a month.
I feel like less than a week.
Oh, you know what?
Because
was I even there a month?
Because when did you start?
Like April.
Yeah, we weren't co-workers for even a week. I probably never even really met you. I think I just saw you.
It definitely was in passing.
Yeah,
oh my
because
goodness, that is.
I went to Costa Rica like the beginning of April.
Yeah.
So, or like the end of March, beginning of April. So I wasn't there for like 2 weeks. And then after that, you know, I was out. Right? Yeah, so that's crazy. So yeah, that's how we met. We used to work together. So then now we are friends. So you've been in Chicago for 7 years now.
Yep.
What's keeping you here? Why don't you move back home? Why don't you move to another city? Why, like, what is it about Chicago that's making you want to stay?
I honestly don't know. Because, you know, I do want to move somewhere else, but I honestly want to move out of the country. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, I don't mind staying in Chicago until I'm prepared to move out of the country.
Okay.
Because it's still a good middle ground. Like, I don't want to go to a small town. I don't want to go to like New York, because why would I spend $2,000 for a studio where you know it's much cheaper here?
You know, I say that all the time. I'm like, Chicago is like it's like one of the most affordable, largest cities. Like, probably outside of maybe like Houston and Dallas, maybe. But
who wants to go south?
I like the South a bit. It depends. The South is very slow to me. The South is very slow paced to me, so that's why I'm like, I can't do the South.
I'd rather not.
But I think Chicago is like one of the most affordable, largest cities, which is why I'm like, if people want to move out of their small hometown, that Chicago is the city to do it. Like, you can live out south. You can live like in Inglewood or like Hyde Park or Woodlawn and get that like kind of small town neighborhood feel. But then you can also go up to Lincoln Park or the West Loop and get that fast paced like city life. So like you can get the best of both worlds here. What do you think about Chicago and its segregation? Like, is it different from home?
Not at all. Milwaukee is also a very segregated city. Very segregated city. So even seeing it here and like recognizing it when I first moved here, I'm just like, wow. Like, I thought that the segregation and like how you can see it so clearly in Milwaukee, I did not think that was anywhere else. But
so like in Milwaukee, you'll have like, cause Chicago here, you know, like black people live southwest. You people of color, I would say, cause like you have like Latinx that live like southwest as well, and then typically like downtown going north, you'll have white people. It's like that clear divide in Milwaukee too.
Yes, it is. You got the east side, you got the west, you got the north, south.
Okay, so dating in Chicago. What do you think about dating in Chicago? Because I have my own opinions. Because I've been here. This year will be 9 years that I've been living here. Yes. 9 years. It'll be 9 years, yeah.
I'm over it. I'm so over it.
Like, what do you think? Like, have you... Because for one point in time, I felt like I was dating a lot of men that actually weren't from Chicago, but like just moved here from other states and like other countries.
Same.
But like the guys that I have dated that were actually from Chicago, I really wasn't messing with. I was like, you from Chicago? I can tell, and I don't like it. Or
No?
yeah.
Oh, the ones that I've dated from Chicago, I've actually kind of like. I mean, I can't say that I like them because obviously I don't talk to them anymore.
You can still like them. You can still like them. Though.
Yeah, but I like them, you know. I mean, some of them I just ghosted because, you know, we all go through our things. Dating here is just whack, honestly. And like, yeah, in the beginning, like when I first moved here, I was dating a lot of people that had also just moved here, and yeah. You know, because finding that common ground, you're like, oh, you know, that's something to talk about. But then, you know, at some point, it's like all that you talk about.
Yeah. How have you made friends while living here? Like, especially as an adult, like, how have you been making friends?
Honestly, most of our friends are like always mutual. Like they start off mutual. Like, or like, a lot of them come from work. Like, you came from work. And my friend Brittany that lives in New York, I met her at my first job here in Chicago, and we're still very good friends. But yeah, most of it starts at work. And it's just, you know, when you feel like it can branch out for more than work and when you can talk about more than just work, then that's when that's when it's pretty solid.
Yeah. What advice would you give to someone looking to move to Chicago?
Just do it. That's literally the best advice I can do. I moved here with literally $50 in my bank account and like $2,000 in debt. And I just knew that like staying in Milwaukee was not for me. Like I was gonna go absolutely nowhere, and I was like, if not now, then when? And you just keep pushing it back and pushing it back. Just do it.
Yeah.
But I'm also very impulsive.
Yeah, but I think that's like, you know that quote that they say, like, do it scared. Like, even if you're scared, you still have to do it. Like,
you still should.
Yeah.
Because you'll figure it out. Especially if you have a support system, whether it be someone that can take you in or someone that can talk you through it or someone that you can just vent to. Having that support system is what's nice. Did
you move here with a job?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
So you really took a leap of faith.
I really did. I packed up my one bed, like I was living with a roommate, and I just packed up my one room in a U-Haul and came here. I squeezed into my 2 friends, 2-bedroom apartment with all my shit, and they let me stay there for about 3 months while I found a job and saved money.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Right. And now and that's why I, like, when I was talking about my sister, like, that's why I'm willing to do it for other people because others have done it for me. And I always do it for other people, so.
Oh, I love that. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
That's so motivating, though.
The best job I had was, like, as a chef, and I was getting paid $7.25.
Wow. Well, I guess this is the perfect time to tell us what you do now. So what do you do now? Like, what do you do?
Well, now I have a hair care company where I make hair moisturizers, 2 types of hair moisturizers. I make satin line bucket hats, bonnets, scrunchies. I got some fur hats. I'm working on some scrub caps. And I also still bake, so I have my baking business.
I'll have everything here and in the description box so that, you know, y'all can check her out. Did you have a car when you first got here, or?
I had a car in Milwaukee and I gave it to my sister.
So sweet. So sweet, because you are so sweet.
I was like, there's nothing. I was just like, this city has reliable transportation. And I'm not going to bring my car here.
Yeah.
So I gave it to my sister.
I feel that. I agree. Like, moving to Chicago, you definitely don't need a lot of money or a car.
You don't.
You just need, like, the will and the drive and the determination.
And honestly, if you got a bike, your springs and summers, that's all you. You just buy a pass for the winter. Doing good. I have a car now and I still take the CTA.
I know. That's why I just asked you. I'm like, so how you get home from work? You like the train? I'm like, what, you have a car?
Yep. And I cannot stand driving it sometimes.
Wow. Thank you so much for telling us about your time in Chicago.
Thanks for asking.
What you think about it. What's your least favorite neighborhood?
Little Village.
Little Village. Okay.
Little Village. Yeah.
Okay.
The Pink Line is awful.
Really?
It is always delayed. And like I be getting out there like 10-15 minutes before my train's supposed to show up and it's still delayed.
Thank you again.
Of course.
This was great. This is my friend Rochelle. This is my girl. I just want to come on and just give y'all some more people who moved to Chicago. Let y'all hear their stories because they're different from mine, but we still just like connect off of like, you know, being awesome, being black. Definitely check out all of her products. I always rave about her hair products. It's literally how my hair has grown like this. So the bonnet, y'all remember in the vlogs when I was like, I'm going to my friend's pop-up to get a bonnet, and I wear the pink bonnet in every video. She is the one who made the bonnet, and I am thankful for her. So
Right.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.